Hello, everyone. This is Pallavi Giri from Stantec, Pune, India. I'm working as a senior design system analyst in Stantec. I have a total 16 plus of experience in design drafting, customization, product administration, and also in maintenance. So this is mainly in plant applications. Currently, I'm helping our design users in Stantec for plant applications, customization, and administration, also for the maintenance. So Plant 3D is the main product where I'm helping our users these days. And this is a really great product. So before we start to our presentation, I would like to share one interesting experience about AU. So in year 2011, I attended first AU in Vegas. And that was like a magical experience for me. Same like a Harry Potter who is visiting uh, Hogwarts University first time. So AU was like a Hogwarts University for me, and I have like a Harry Potter who visited this magical place, which was showing the beautiful future with the Autodesk products. So that was the interesting thing about my first AU. And that time I was attendee. Now, after 10 years, I'm presenting in AU first time. Hopefully in future, I will achieve a new milestone with the AU. So let's move to our presentation. So I'm going to share today with you the few things about the Plant 3D customization, which I'm following to do my day-to-day work, and how exactly Plant 3D helped me to take the design to next level. So let's begin. So I already shared with you my experience and my responsibilities and how exactly I'm helping our design users. One thing I forgot to add, I'm diploma in electrical engineering and also did the bachelor in electronics engineering. So let's begin. So I have created one P&ID Legion sheet, which usually I get from our client. So such kind of a Legion sheet, once I receive from a client, it helps me to customize the project. So here you can see in this Legion sheet, for equipment, we have received a tag format where we need to add the area number, equipment type code, and number. In the next section, you can see for wall, we need to add area number, wall type, and number. And in case of general instruments, we need to add instrument type, number in this bubble. And for pipeline, we have nominal size, specs, and line number. And lastly, for the drawing number, we are following the discipline code and number. So how can we add these things in the Plant 3D to customize our project? So let's see in the next slide. So let's start. This is the small video which I have created for the customization. So here you can see the Legion sheet which I have received in DWG format. I have added in the current project. So this Legion sheet actually have a few blocks and also the text. So I need to refer this text and blocks to customize the project. So like our cookery show, I already created a one project instead of creating it in this session. So this is a ready-made project you can see, which I have created with my session ID. And the Legion sheet is also added in the P&ID drawing section. So we are going to take this. To customize this, you need to select the project first. Okay, and then right-click, go to the project setup. And once this project setup section is open, we need to go to the file name format. And here I'm adding two things, discipline code. So the type I am selecting is string, because the discipline code will be like I for instrumentation, M for mechanical, and I'm selecting length 1. Also, I'm adding the delimiter, and the second field is number. with the numeric type, and the length would be 2. So these are 2 things I have added, and I'm applying those and clicking on the OK. So now we can see how exactly it is showing up. If I select the new drawing, here you can see for the discipline code and number. So in the file name, you can see how exactly it is reflecting. So I'm canceling this right now because we are going to add a few more things. So we are going back to the project setup and PNID section, engineering items. As we need to add the things in the equipment first. So I'm going to add properties in the equipment section or equipment class. So my first property will be area number. And I'm keeping the string as a type, as the area number would be with the characters or with the numbers too. And my second property is equipment type code, where I'm going to select a selection list as a type. And currently I'm going to follow the equipment types which are available in the Plant 3D. And the next one is number, the last property. So here I have created a number, but here you can see instead of adding the new property as a number, I'm the number property which is already there in the Plant 3D, I can use that. Okay, so I'm going to create a new tag format with the 3 subparts, and the format name will be my session ID underscore equip underscore tag. And now I'm going to select the properties for the tag format. The first one is equipment, the area number. The second one is area type code, and lastly, number. Okay, click OK. Now I need to add the annotation for this part. So I'm going to edit this annotation block. So the default one is equipment tag. And here you can see for the default, we have the style, which is standard style. But for this project, I would like to use the style which is created by me. Okay, so for this, I'm going to create a new text style with the same session ID and then a text. Okay, I have clicked on OK. And now I'm going to select the font, my favorite one, Arial Narrow. And here I have added the height, 0.1. And now I'm going to click on the apply, like setting it as a current, and then close. Now I need to change this. So I'm going to select the properties and then select the current style and close the block editor. Also, I forgot to add, I don't need that line. So I'm going to delete that thing and save this tag format or the annotation. So our one section is completed, the equipment. Now we are moving to the next section, which is wall. So here you can see in the hand walls, I'm going to add a few properties with the reference of our Legion sheet. So the area number will be our first property. And the second property I'm going to add is wall type. And here I'm going to select the selection list, which I'm going to add actually in the Plant 3D. So wall type will be my selection list, and I'm going to add few values in it, like ball, and that value will be BV, butterfly wall, and the value will be BFV. So 5 values I'm going to add in the wall type. So this one is our pinch wall. The fourth one is our gate wall. And lastly, I'm going to add the diaphragm wall. So diaphragm wall is my favorite one because I always makes mistake with this spelling. So now I'm going to add the new tag format for the wall. The standard one which I have decided, the session ID, and then the section and the tag. So here also I'm going to add 3 subparts, and the one which is default, I'm going to make changes in it. So here you can see the default was the with the expression. So I have selected no expressions, and now I'm adding my properties in the tag format. So same like this, we are also going to make changes in the annotation. So now we are going to add new annotation with the help of the default one. So I'm going to add the symbol name as my session ID and keeping the wall annotation detail. Also, I want to select the line type and line weight by layer. And whenever I place the wall, the annotation should be auto insert with the prompt. So I have selected that. And now I'm going to make the changes in the annotation style. So I just need a tag format in my annotation. So I have deleted the size. So here you can see the style is selected. Now I'm going to make one more change. The justifier should be middle center. So I'm going to move that to 0,0 displacement. Okay. And now I'm saving this block with the new name, my session ID, again, then underscore VLV underscore annotation. This is my new annotation style. So this block I'm going to use in my annotation style. So I need to click on the edit annotation, select the block. It's quite a long list. Oh, I forgot to select that from the exact project. Okay, this is the one which we need to select, and I'm going to click on OK and then apply again. So here you can see after applying, it is still showing the annotation and the tag format, the default one. So we need to go to the wall section, select the tag format which we want to apply and the annotation too, and then click on the apply. So if I select the equipment section, I forgot to use the tag format added by me. Now here you can see for the hand walls, it is showing the customizer. Now I'm going to add the general instrument as per our Legion sheet. So this is the tag format. I'm sorry, the properties which I'm going to add the instrument type first in our tag format. That's the first property. And the second property is number. Okay. And now I'm going to add the new tag format for the instrument. So it will be same, my general and session ID, and then underscore general instrument underscore tag. So the first property will be instrument type and second will be the number. Again, I need to apply that in the tag format option. And I'll also change the annotation style. Okay. And last section, lines. I'm going to add few properties in this. So my first property I'm going to add here, that will be nominal size. And again, I'm going to select the selection list and the default selection list, which is available in Plant 3D. And next will be specs. And here you can see in the selection list, we also have the 5 specs available. And we are going to create a tag format now with the 3 properties. So I'm going to use the line connector in my project. So for that, I'm going to use the number from the pipeline group. Okay, so this will be my tag format. Our first one will be nominal size. The second one will be specs. And last will be the line number. So for that, I need to click on the use target objects property. So I need to untick that and go to the pipeline group and then select the line number. Okay. And then click on OK. Also, I need to make changes from this drop down, and the last one is annotation, which I'm going to edit. So here I'm going to select my style, which I have added for the text. So these things are added. We just need to click on apply and OK. Okay, so I'm going to do one thing now. After adding these things, now I'm adding my objects to the tool palette. So as the line, I'm going to use the same one, primary and secondary, which is available as continuous. Now I'm going to the next section, which is adding these symbols to the project. So the first symbol I'm going to add is general instrument symbol. So here you can see with the session ID, I have added one class. Now I am going to add a symbol. So one trick I'm using to add the symbol are using the default symbols and making changes in that default symbols and saving those with a new name. That thing I'm following for my project customization. So you can see, oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I went back. So I'm going to add a new symbol, selecting my project first. We need to select this project symbol style first. And the default symbol which are available, we can select any one of them for the reference. So as it's a general instrument, I have selected the existing general instrument symbol. And I'm keeping the line weight, line type, and color as a bilayer. And I'm selecting layer as an instrument. So I'm going to edit this block as per my requirement. So in our Legion sheet, we can check the instrument type is the first property and the number is second. So we are going to add the same thing in this symbol. So we need to click on the assign format, then go to the instrumentation, select the exact property which we want. And the second property is our number. Oh. Okay. And here we need to change the type also, the style, line style. I'm sorry, the text style. So I'm changing that, which is created by me. You can see our symbol is ready. I'm going to save this block with my session ID. Okay. So I need to select block from here by clicking on the edit symbol. I've selected my symbol now. So this is the one which is created by me, and I'm going to add it to the tool palette. Okay. I also change the annotation style because I don't need that oval tag style for my symbol, as all the values I'm going to add in the symbol directly. Okay. So here you can see the annotation style is showing as a blank. Now we are going to the hand walls to add the new symbol. So the ball wall, you can see this is the default one. And now I want to add a new ball wall received from the client. So I'm going to create the new class, adding a new symbol to the class. So I'm going to select the control wall as a reference to add that symbol. And same for this also, prompt for the tag during component creation, all things are by layer. And I'm going to select the instrument as a layer for this. We are going to use the wall which we have received from the client. I'm just copying that thing here. And now I'm going to select this control wall and delete this symbol. I'm going to replace it with my symbol. So here you can see the displacement is 0, 0. Now I'm saving this block with a new name. Click on close block editor. And I need to select the symbol which is created by me. Click on OK, add to the tool palette. Now the last symbol is our equipment. So we need to add the pump. So my class is same station ID underscore PMP. And now I'm going to add the symbol. So for now, this class, I'm going to select the default pump which is available in the plant 3D. So why I'm using the default one? Because it actually giving me the space to add a symbol with the perfect size. As this is the equipment, so I have selected it joint type as inline, and my layer will be equipment. I'm going to edit this block and select the pump from my Legion sheet. So this one I'm going to delete. And also going to delete the attachment points. I'm moving this to 0, 0. And one thing here you can notice, I'm adding the attachment points to the pump because I want pipeline should, the pipeline should come from the attachment points. So this will be my attachment point 1, and this one is the attachment point 2. Okay, I'm going to close the block editor now. Oops, I forgot that I need to save it with the session ID and underscore PMP. And click on close block editor. Edit the symbol, select the block which is created by me, the customized one, okay, and add to the tool palette. Click on apply and okay. So I'm going to skip this section because the 3D objects section, 3D objects mapping, I'm going to mention it in my study material stuff. So this one I'm just keeping. So our project is ready now. It's on local drive. Now we want to share this with everyone in team. So before that, I'm going to test stuff which is added by me, whether it's working or not correctly. So I'm just adding that thing in current Legion sheet. Here you can see I have placed one equipment. Now I just want to check the annotation too, whether it's working well or not. So equipment tag is the default annotation which I'm using. So here you can see it is showing 430P01, the correct annotation with the tag format. I'm going to close this sheet. And now I'm going to try the new drawing. Before that, let's share the project by going to the collaborate, click on share project. Now I'm going to upload it to my AU 2021 project. It takes few seconds to upload the project. Here you can see the progress, how quickly it's uploading the project. And once the uploading is done, you can add your team members in the project. Okay, so this is quickly moving. And once uploading is done, it will pop up the message that congratulations, a project is uploaded successfully. You can share with your team members. As here you can see, it is also uploading the specs to the cloud. Okay, so our project is uploaded. I'm going to click on close button. So our project is ready to share. Before that, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to try a few things. Placing a new pipeline first. I'm going to check the assign tag and annotation too. Same as our Legion sheet. So you can see pipeline tag is also placed. And the next one is instrument. So the general instrument which I have placed in the drawing, it's quite big. It's not matching to the Legion sheet. So I need to make change in the size of it. So I can make the live change. So here you can see I'm going back to the project setup. Now I'm going to check out the project setup. We need to go to the engineering item, instrumentation, general instrument, and our class. I'm going to click on the edit symbol. So we need to change the scale factor. So 0.5 is the scale factor which will match with our Legion sheet symbol. So once it is done, I can place a new one. Here you can see it is showing the smaller one, same like a Legion sheet. And now I'm going to add the number as 02. Okay. So our next symbol is wall. I'm going to test that too. So area number, I'm going to add 430, wall, and number will be 01. Sign tag. Okay. Let me move it to the down so that we can see correctly. So these things are ready. The last one which we need to check by creating a new drawing is the drawing number. So discipline code I have added as I for the instrumentation, and number is 01. So in this new drawing, I'm also going to add those components to just test it whether it's working correctly or not in the new drawing. So I have placed the new pipeline first with the line number 02, nominal size 2 inch, and I'm placing the annotation. Now the next component is wall with the number 02. I'm keeping the area number and wall type as it is, no change. And third one is the equipment, and number will be 02. Same as wall, no change in area number and type 2. Okay. So it is placed with the annotation and our general instrument with the number 03. So this is done. So once your project is ready, one thing you can do to share your tool palette, you need to export that tool palette and then upload that tool palette to the BIM 360 docs by creating a one folder called tool palette. And in that you can upload your tool palette directly on BIM 360 docs. So for our users, I always create a tool palette and then export that tool palette first, make the zip file of that tool palette and upload it on the BIM 360 docs. So whenever a new user works on that project, he or she can download that zip file and import that tool palette in Plant 3D and start working on the project.